Hi, just gonna go show you some of the stocks that have earnings coming up within the next couple weeks. Just as some stocks that were found using the earnings release with history app for TradeStation. This is not an exhaustive list. This was just some of the S&P 500 stocks that are going to have earnings coming up and was found with a scan. So just wanted to give you a quick update and let you see what that looks like. You can see, I guess we got the city coming up in 17 calendar days. Here's the actual date, July 14th. What else? JP Morgan on the same date. Wells Fargo as well. And just let you see a little bit what the indicator looks like. You can see here's the history or the data that's displayed in the radar screen, the date, when the release will be, BMOs before market open. Question marks is we don't have an exact time yet. Have the date but not the time. And then a quick history of the beat missed history. So you can see cities beat the last 5 times, and same as JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, almost 3 out of the 3, and then one miss and then a beat, so 4 out of 5. So it just gives you a quick summary, and then also there's a little more detail over here for Wells Fargo, some of the same information, and then here's a history of what's happened for the prior earnings releases. You can see the date the earnings were released, the estimate, and the actual. So that was a beat for, since the actual was greater than the estimate. And then some history. This is showing you what happened in the period running up into earnings. This is basically the 10 trading days before earnings. What happened? The stock went down 5% roughly, down 2.5%, down 1%, then up 5%. So you can kind of see, and this gives you kind of a running history of, or a summation of this history. Basically, in the last 4 periods, there was 1 up move and 3 down moves, as you can see here. And then the what I call the explosion is basically the change in price from the open, the day of earnings, and then to the next day. So this kind of gives you an idea of the volatility through the earnings announcement. So you can see really Wells Fargo is not a huge mover. Something like Amazon or Google or Netflix, you can probably imagine those are usually bigger movers over the earnings release time frame. And then the post period is the 10 period or 10 trading days after earnings were released, what happened. And you can see in general, looks like historically Wells Fargo has pretty much gone up, by varying amounts, almost 7% to, basically negligible, but pretty much an up mover. And you can see that down here in the summation, 4 out of 4 times it went up, and the average move was 2.7%, and over the past 12 earnings releases, which would be roughly 3 years time, every earnings release it's gone up, and the 2 point almost 3%. So, and then really the down move is 0. So just like I say, just a quick summation to show you what's available, and just what what's available for TradeStation with the apps with respect to earnings. So hope this was useful to you, and thanks for watching.